Mate, you done? You done? You done?
Person filming just said
No, I hope it does really well. Thank you. It's great to see.
We are Bonn Restaurant in Kent, and I have this honourable gentleman.
My name is Malcolm Dearden.
And what do you do?
I'm a solicitor, a lawyer in the town, and in the past I've been mayor of the town, and I've been speaker of the Cinque Port, and I'm presently president of the Hyde Rotary Club.
What's the name?
These are all the people who've been president of Hyde Rotary Club since 1949 when it was...
Like a happy chapel.
I'm a happy chapel. But yes, I really am. I love food, and I love French.
How do you describe your experience here tonight?
It's been excellent. It's good that there's a new business in Hyde. It's good that there is a tremendous recommendation for the town of Hyde in that we have such an excellent French experienced chef.
You also mentioned that you live local.
Yes.
So you're a man who can just have a walk and come to the restaurant.
I'm across the road.
What benefit do you think the local people will benefit from this restaurant?
To have a new French restaurant in the town will be tremendous. We did have a French restaurant. There's somebody from Bonn, and he's moved back to that part of the world. So it's replacing, in one respect, the fact that we did have a French restaurant and we've now got a new French restaurant. But I gather that the chef here is a tremendous chef who comes from London with great recommendation, is greatly approved, and who knows? Not so long ago in Sandgate we had a Michelin-starred French restaurant at the Sandgate Hotel. This could be another Michelin-starred restaurant. Michael Howard is a member of Parliament for the town and for Folkestone and Hyde. I'm sure he would say that it's a tremendous attribute for the town. He came here to open the restaurant. I'm sure that as a member of Parliament and as the Conservative member of Parliament for the town, he will give a great deal of support.
Mayor of Hyde, Councillor Wendy Harris.
Are you having fun here tonight?
Yes, it was great. It was really good fun. Nice to see it.
What do you prefer?
Well, I've got a copy of the menu in my bag, which I'm going to take home and read. But it all looks very nice, and I hope it's a success.
What would you say is your favourite cuisine that you've tasted it?
Oh, I was a bit hooked on the desserts, I'm afraid. I've got sweet.
Can you cook French food?
Do I cook French food? Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
What would be your favourite French food? Fish. Just fish?
Yes, I like all types of fish. I like fish done in every conceivable way.
And having another French restaurant in Kent, what do you think it will bring to the people?
I think they need to know about it. I mean, I think there are such a lot of people that have got properties in France and that channel hop all the time, but they want to taste French cuisine when they're here. So I think it's important.
Is French food fattening?
No.
Would you recommend it as a good diet?
Oh yes, definitely.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you having fun?
Tonight's been very, very good. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
How will you describe your experience here tonight?
It's a novel experience. By the tab labs that you have, very professional. I enjoyed the tab labs. I enjoyed your front bar, which was excellent. And it's just what we need in Hyde to draw the people into Hyde. As the Chamber of Commerce, I feel it's important that we do have not only an economy during the day, but also we have somebody in the evening, places for our people to come down, enjoy it. So Hyde is buzzing all the time. It's my job to get it done, and I hope the album will bring us into Hyde. And I'm looking forward to coming to dinner very soon.
I heard you're a man who have good taste in French food.
I must admit, I love going to France for food. I'm half French, and I'm going to France tomorrow to a little place north of Reims called Le Jardin, and they have an excellent brandy. I'm only going down there to collect my champagne, to get some champagne, but afterwards I told my friend that we're coming back here sometime next week to another experience.
Is there any cuisine you had here tonight that you would like to come back here and have again?
Well, your little, you had some mushroom vol au vent, they were really, really nice. And that gives me an insight into your pastry chef. I think it's excellent. So I'm going to come back and try his pastry.
How do you your meals? How do you your meals? Is it with champagne? Does it go down with champagne?
Well, yes, the champagne was very, very nice. I didn't taste the red wine. I only had one glass of champagne, just over one glass because I'm driving. The champagne was excellent. And I'm looking forward to coming to taste your red and white wine. So very soon, I'm coming here to see how.
I have Pete to my left hand, and to my right hand, I have Alex.
Yes.
What do you do, Pete?
Nothing.
You just sleep all day?
No, I'm retired. I am a treasurer for the Royal Regiment of Fusiliers, East Kent branch. Other than that, I'm a holiday merchant. I go on holidays, I come back from holidays and think about more holidays, and I go on holidays again.
You sound like a man who like your French food. Tell me about French food. What do you like about French food?
Well, if it's by Addy, gorgeous. If it's in France itself, rubbish.
Why did you call that rubbish?
Well, they never seem to cook it thoroughly. Always seems to be half cooked. We were in France yesterday, were we not, Ali? We went in a small place, Flunch. I mean, it's only sort of a cheap little cafe, but it certainly didn't produce, for the amount of money you paid, the food that you would expect in the UK, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not pleased with their food, but this food in this restaurant, I had a meal here, was out of this world. Absolutely brilliant.
And you, Alex, you seem to know the history of this restaurant. Tell me about it.
Yes. Well, as I say, it belongs to the Oddfellows, and as I say, it was built for the lodge in 1903, and the lodge has been in hire since 1843. And so, historically, there's always been a restaurant here. Until
French?
No, sensual and Phoenix, different types of ordinary run-of-the-mill restaurants. Then Vortex, a local company, took a short lease to make it a clubhouse. But now we're very pleased that it's back to the restaurant. And it's really quite exceptional. It's beautiful, beautiful food, and we just hope, we wish them every success in their venture.
How will you describe your experience here tonight?
Very interesting, very interesting. Saw Michael Howard, congratulated him on Wednesday's performance, and he promised me that next Wednesday would be a super duper performance because it's his last one.
And Alice, what do you think Michael Howard would have said to Adi about this restaurant?
Yeah, wish him every success. Michael Howard's an extremely good MP, local MP. Always know where to be. If you wanted to see him, you may have to go out to Dymchurch, you may have to go out to New Romney. If you want to see him every Saturday, you can see him. He's very, very good. Yes, I'm sure he would have wished him every success.
This restaurant, what do you think it will contribute to the people that live in Essex, in Kent?
It is the only
Really first-class restaurant.
It is the only one
In the area, without a doubt.
There's many other restaurants in here with Italian, Indian, and Spanish and all that, but this is a genuine French restaurant and the quality is great and the connections really, really
You will come back again.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Before you go, I just want to thank you for letting me put my hands on your shoulders.
Oh, it was exciting.
Enjoyable. We have Caroline Chambers here. I believe she's the organizer of this event.
That's right. I'm the chamber manager for the Chamber of Commerce here in Shefway. Addy is one of our newest members, and he'd asked us to give him a little bit of a hand with making an evening. We'd be happy to help him. Michael Howard is our local MP. It's only fitting he should welcome people to the area, so he came down to do the opening, which was great.
What is your favorite cuisine here tonight, and what do you like about French food?
I love French food. I love the combination of the classics. It's a combination of things that always have gone well together. I think probably my favourite this evening has to be the foie gras. I've always enjoyed foie gras, and it had a particular fragrance this evening.
What do you think Michael Howard will have said about the restaurant?
I think he's very positive about the restaurant. He likes to see that there's a real commitment here. Addy has spent money and time and his own energies on building something that's really nice, and it's an improvement upon the area. And then Michael will only be happy about that. And he welcomes new business to the area and wants them to do well.
Is it possible for you to predict how the people of Kent and Essex will feel about this restaurant?
I think they're going to be very positive about this restaurant. This restaurant isn't just about Hythe. It's nice that it's in Hythe. I'm glad that it is. It's bringing people to our part of the world. But the reputation of the chefs that are working here is such that you will pull customer in from the whole of Kent and the whole of Essex. And I'm sure that parts of London will have weekends away and come down to the south coast and visit the restaurant.
And how will you describe your experience here tonight?
Oh, beautiful. A really calm, luxurious in surroundings. I hardly thought I was in Hythe. The food was an extremely good standard and very friendly service.
Congratulations, Mr. Adiadegun.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Express your joy tonight.
It was really wonderful. I was really happy. Just tired.
I can tell you've done wonderfully well, and everyone I've been talking to has said a lot of good things about you. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it makes me feel very special, and I'm really happy about it because it's what I've wanted to do, for quite a long time, and it has happened.
To have somebody like Michael Howard here tonight, that is something that is unusual, especially a Nigerian person, to have someone with of high caliber right in your restaurant. How did you make that happen? Magic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is magic. And Michael Howard is a very nice person, and he's QC. Michael Howard is QC, and he's a very nice person, passionate too. And then to have somebody like him here is very wonderful. I'm really happy about it, and really happy, extremely happy. Yeah.
Let me take you back to your childhood. Have you always wanted to be a owner of a restaurant?
See, one thing is I always, when I was a child, I used to like cook. Like cook for my friends and things like that, you know. But I never thought that I'm going to be something like this, you know. I never thought about something like something just happened, you know.
So at what stage in your life did it happen? Did you get into restaurant business?
Yeah, I've been working in so many places, like because I went to Westminster College, and I've been working in so many beautiful restaurants, and since then I was thinking like, yes, because what it is when you have a passion for what you're doing, actually you get to be happy with it. So that's what it is. Because I have a passion for what I'm doing, and I'm really happy that I'm doing cooking. And I was just thinking about like, so I will have to carry on do it and do enjoy this and make sure people enjoy what I'm doing as well. So, yeah.
If I don't ask you this next question, I won't be able to sleep. Why French food?
Oh, because what happened is I can say is I have a passion for so different food, like Italian. I've worked in an Italian restaurant.
I've worked in an English restaurant, and I've worked in French restaurant. But my last restaurant, because I've been there for 3.5 years, and I was the head chef there nearly 3 years, and something. I was the head chef there for 3 years, and it's a French restaurant. And my restaurant before, which I was the head chef there by 1.5 years, or nearly 2 years, it's a French restaurant as well. So that's why I just specialize myself in French cuisine.
What do you like about French food?
Oh, I mean, I love the foie gras. Foie gras is very nice, which is top legal. And I love black truffles, and I love, they are very cooking to perfection. At the same time, French meal, a lot of people love French meal. I mean, which is it's one of the best food in the whole world. And that's what people like about it. And I believe if you are doing a la carte French restaurant, people will recognize you more than when you do like what we call it, when you do like a Spanish food. Spanish food is fine. It's not that they're not fine. They are fine. All the food are fine. But I just believe that this is what I should do. I should specialize myself in French cuisine, because I've worked in French restaurant as chef for nearly 5 years.
Yeah. I'm sure you're aware of the current issue in the UK about obesity. How healthy is French food?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's very healthy. I mean, what can I put it? I mean, we have like kind of vegetables and mushrooms in our restaurant, and we do most everything fresh as well. And we have fresh tiger prawns, which they are fresh, and they are very something that is he doesn't need to put you on weight, you know. So mostly when you have the vegetables all the time, and he doesn't actually put you on weight. You know?
Can you still remember to cook Nigerian food?
Yeah, I do. I do cook Nigerian food at home, and I do cook Nigerian food when I'm with my friends, my family. So I do cook Nigerian food.
I'm sure you want Nigerians, which is your background, to come to your restaurant and eat. How would you like to persuade Nigerians to come to your restaurant and eat French food?
I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, there's a lot of Nigerians that they love to go out and eat in so many different restaurants. I mean, they've been to Italian, French, which I believe. And I've asked, where I used to work before, I've asked some of my friends, they came down to have a meal there, which is a French place as well. And they do love it, because at that time they have rack of lamb with beetroot galette. And the beetroot galette is something very, very nice. And they have the rack of lamb is, is a very nice meat. And they have the chicken as well. I mean, most of the time when they come down to the restaurant, they always have rack of lamb, chicken, fillet of beef, you know. So they really do enjoy it. And I believe I've had so many of them that comes down to the restaurant and have a meal, which I think we cannot say Nigerian they don't like that kind of food, but they do like it. But sometimes when I say that to them, some of them probably say, oh, what is French food? They don't know. Some of them doesn't know, but a lot of people know about it in Nigeria. So, yeah.
And why have you moved to this part of the country, live in London?
London is a very fast place, you know. And because I live in Ashford, and I believe the next place for me is to move very close to where I live, you know, which is lives in about 15 minutes drive to my place. And because London is just like, because I do go to London most of the time when I used to work in London, so I do go to London like every day, and I do Monday to Saturday, and Sunday is my day off, and it's very hectic. Then I believe I have to go to London all the time. It's not something really nice for me to do, so it's just something I have to find a place around the corner of where I live. That's where I got this place.
And what impression have you implanted on the people who came here on the opening night?
I mean, the impression was, I'd say it's a very nice impression. I mean, some of them, they've been there and they had a very good meal. Some of them listening, but they've heard about it. Word of mouth is much better than when you are on the telly or when you are using the newspaper. Or word of mouth is something you've seen, something you've eaten yourself. Yeah, a lot of people since this is opening night, but for a month we've been training, and a lot of people have been coming down to have a meal, and they've been saying a lot about it to everybody. That this is a very fantastic place, this is a very fantastic meal, and they love it. So.
What is your favorite conversation with Michael Howard today?
I mean, this is a man that I'm really happy to meet, and we don't actually have too much conversation. Just like he just wished me good luck, and he welcomed me to Hyde. Because Hyde is a very secluded area and a very expensive area as well, and he just welcomed me to Hyde. That it's the best thing that they've never had for a long time now, because they've never had a very beautiful restaurant like this, and the kind of meal I'm doing as well is very, very, it's not a kind of thing they've had for quite a long time, and they just welcome me down to the Hyde. I'm happy.
And you must be happy to have them back again, coming to eat after this?
Yes, I must be happy to have them back. If he comes back, that's fine. I mean, if he doesn't, it's fine as well. But I believe he is going to come down, and I believe the House of Chamber as well. They love what I did, and they said they're going to come back. And a lot of people being there tonight, they said they're going to come back because they have a lovely meal.
We came from London to your restaurant tonight, and the driver was excellent. We enjoyed it, and it's not really far from London. How will you invite people from London to come to this restaurant?
As I said before, it's word of mouth. I mean, word of mouth travels a lot, because my last restaurant, this is why I know that the word of mouth travels a lot, because my last restaurant wasn't that busy when I took over the place. But when we started putting one or two together and making sure the meal is fantastic, and everybody started saying, give a compliment about the food, and it travels. So since then we have people from Italy. When everybody's coming from Italy, when people are coming from Italy, they call. We're going to be in so hotel, or we want to come down for a meal. Even from France, from everywhere around the world. Even I've had a man from South Africa. And we've had people from United States as well. We have Daisy Dars from the United States with the singers, about 40 of them. They came down to the restaurant. We have a lot of celebrities from the United States as well. So from Italy, from everybody. It's mostly every time we have celebrities. I mean, this is the word of mouth that travels. That's why Longleg is just about half an hour drive from here. And when people see what is happening, and when people hear about the food and they love it, and they will come down. And it's very relaxing as well when you come out of London and you come to a place like this. I mean, it's something that I believe a lot of Nigerians would love to do.
How happy are you about your success?
I'm happy, but it's very hard it's really very hard to be successful.
But you're glad you've done it?
I'm glad I'm there.
Sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit, but I'm glad that it's not that really easy to be somebody. I mean, it's not easy to put everything together, and you usually get it.
I know you're very busy. People have been waiting in the restaurant to see you as the owner as well. I'm going to ask you the last question. Where do you see the restaurant going in, say, 3 years' time?
In 3 years' time, to be honest with you, because when I look back to my last restaurant, it wasn't that, as I said before, it wasn't that busy. But we try to create a menu that is fantastic, and we try to do a very good meal. And when people enjoy it, that means they're really happy with the meal. And with the word of mouth, carries around. That's how the place is bigger today. And for the past three years that I worked for them, now is one of the busiest places in London at the moment, and is one of the places that everybody knows in London at the moment. So, and I believe for me, myself, I can do something like that over there. I know it's London, but at the same time, for me, I can do something like that over there, and I believe right here is going to be good as well. And because it's kind of people we targeting to come down to the restaurant, because this is a 5-star restaurant, and I believe we have them on board to come down to the restaurant all the time.
Mr. Adeyemo, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
So good luck.
Thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Good to see you. Thank you very much. Well, and you too. And maybe see you here
Peter,
soon.
of course, I'm always
Come and visit your brother.
As in orange.
I'm always here.
Alex Pete.
It can only get worse.
Can we have complete silence, please? I have to my right hand, pig. I have to my left hand, pig. Michael Howard is watching this. What do you think he will say to you?
Good advertising. Well done, my agent.